I said no to babysitting my sister's kids, so she dumped them in a taxi to my address anyway, except she put in the wrong address. 3 days later, I got the call that destroyed her. If being a full-time evil gremlin was a job, my identical twin sister would be a millionaire. She literally cannot take no for an answer. In high school, I was due to be valedictorian. The day before graduation, she came into my room and asked, "Hey, do you mind if I go on stage and receive the award instead of you? I want everyone to cheer for me." I just sighed and said, "Sure, whatever." Not because I wasn't angry about it, I was. And not because I didn't mind, I definitely did. But because I knew if I said no, she would do what she always does. Scream for my mom and dad to come up the stairs and start faking a panic attack until she got her way. This one incident pretty much defines my entire childhood. So as soon as I graduated, I moved across the state and learned how to be a plumber. My salary is now $100K a year, and I have 3 employees underneath me. Everything was going smoothly until the evil witch of the West, aka my twin sister, came knocking on my door. I was sitting on the couch watching Love is Blind, my comfort show, when I heard it. Bang, bang, bang. Who could it be? I thought to myself. Maybe the baker with my cupcakes? Maybe the love of my life finally found me. Maybe it was the postman. Unfortunately, it wasn't any of these things. When I opened the door, I was faced with the evil witch with 3 babies in her hands. I hadn't seen the evil witch in 4 years, and I had no idea she was even pregnant. I instantly felt bad for the men who knocked her up. The evil witch spoke. "I need you to take the children," she said, handing them to me. I stayed rigid. "Girl, what the hell are you talking about? You need to leave." The evil witch now had tears in her eyes. "No, please, you need to. Just for a night." She then shoved past me and walked into my apartment. Before I could react, she put the babies on my couch and ran out the door. "I'll be back tomorrow evening," she screamed. I stared at the 3 babies. Somehow they were all different races. One was half black, one was half Asian, and one was fully white, all from different fathers. Wah, wah, wah. They were all screaming, crying at the top of their lungs. Well, it was my day off work the next day, so I decided I may as well just take care of them. After all, it wasn't the children's fault that their mother was an evil witch. I put brain rot for babies on the TV for them to watch until they calmed down. The next morning, when the evil witch came to collect them, I sat her down at the kitchen table. "You're never allowed to do this again. Next time I will call CPS. These children are not my responsibility." The evil witch nodded like she understood and carried out the 3 babies. But a week later, I got a call from an unknown number. "Hey!" the evil witch shouted through the phone. "I sent the kids in a car to your apartment. I know you said no more babysitting, but this was an emergency. I finally got an appointment with my nail tech, and I really needed a fresh set of acrylics for the date I'm going on." Beep, she hung up. My heart dropped. None of those children had even reached the age of 5 yet. They could barely wipe their own butt, let alone take an Uber across town by themselves. And when she sent me the link to the Uber drive, I started hyperventilating. Somehow, the evil witch had put in the wrong address. She'd sent her babies to the most dangerous part of Queens. I immediately left work and drove to the drop-off location. When I got there, I found the children crying on the sidewalk, completely helpless. I immediately dialed 911, and when the police called, they took a statement. But none of that is even the craziest part, because 3 days later, they called me to tell me they arrested her, and they found out the children weren't even hers. She'd kidnapped them and walked around with them so she could get pity from strangers. The children were returned home, my family hates her, and my sister is now someone's prison wife.